And back in the U.S. now, sustainable styles were front and center at a Goodwill Eco Fashion Show. Designers and stylists turned to green techniques to address the environmental impact of clothing, and they are setting the bar high, hoping that the rest of the fashion industry is going to follow suit. Scripps News correspondent Stephen Craddock takes us to the runway, serving as a force for change.
Thrifting is a win-win for her because she can fill her closet with trending looks on a budget.
Who says protecting the earth can't be fashionable? Models hit the catwalk at this eco-fashion show. Students, artists, and even the kids
Enjoy dressing on trend and wearing clothes. There we go.
are all rocking the latest trends. And those outfits don't break the bank. Some will set you back less than $50.
Total cost of the outfit to make was $15.
The stylists behind these looks are all thrifters.
What I love about thrifting is that I am doing my part in supporting my community. I'm also able to save money and still look fabulous.
One stylist and designer makes custom pieces from the racks at this North Georgia Goodwill.
Just got back from Goodwill. Now we're home. Now it's time to cut it all up and make these garments.
Abraham Carrillo is the founder of Roman Supply Co., based in Atlanta. What started as a hobby turned into a mission to help reduce the amount of waste in landfills.
We are taking something that should be happening and turning it into art. So upcycling and all that. And one of our core values is nothing wasted, less is more.
Textile waste materials like clothes, bed sheets, and tablecloths contain harmful chemicals and dyes. When dumped into landfills, they can release toxic chemicals into the air, soil, and water. According to the UN Environment Program, the fashion industry contributes up to 8% of the world's carbon emissions. Its data also shows textile dyeing is the second largest polluter of water in the world.
We all wear textiles. It is really, really important that we don't send them to landfills.
Swarupa Ganguly is the acting chief of Resource Conservation Branch at the EPA. She says the agency recognizes the need for producers and consumers to embrace a circular economy, an approach that strongly encourages markets to reuse products and minimize waste.
You have to think about reuse. You have to think about redesign. You have to think about donation. You have to have a completely different mindset. There is a lot that we as consumers can do to reduce our imprint on textiles.
And that's where thrifting comes in. Goodwill and other thrift shops accepts one man's trash and turns it into another man's treasure. Elaine Armstrong, the VP of Marketing for Goodwill of North Georgia, says the company is a champion for green efforts.
We are in the business of reuse, and so every time you have an opportunity to reuse something instead of buying it new, we celebrate that. So it's a win-win-win all around, and it's also great for the environment.
Thrift shopping experts Corinne Charles and Brittany Neal are doing their part. Charles founded Thrifting Atlanta in 2011, a social network with over 69,000 members, including bargain shoppers, stylists, and resale business owners. And Neal has been passionate about thrifting since she was a little girl. She uses social media to encourage others to adopt sustainable shopping habits.
I'm that person that when they're like, oh, I like your outfit, I'm like, oh, it's thrifted. Like, I make sure I tell people, and then they're like, oh. So I'm that one. I'm always sharing, like, I am not ashamed to say, like, hey, I only spent $5 on this. Like, I'm excited about it because to me, like, if you're saving money and you're helping the planet, you're killing two birds with one stone.
Charles feels the same. She helps debunk the negative stereotypes often associated with thrifting.
Growing up in a single parent household, and back then thrifting was, people kind of looked down on it because they thought you were homeless, you didn't have any money. And now today to see that, TikTok is exploding. I see young kids in here coming with their friends. And it's just such a great feeling to know that, I had a part in changing that stereotype. And this fashion show, again, is just letting people know that, hey, you can be fashionable, you can be fly, you can save money, you can make your impact on the earth. And it's just a good thing to do.
Stephen Craddock, Scripps News.